Hi everybody, it's Maria here, and today I'd like to talk to you about Finland. I have moved to Finland around 6-7 years ago and I totally love this country. I know there are tons of videos on YouTube about Finland and how great it is, but I also want to make one of my own and maybe share some non-trivial ideas. Of course, number one thing is it's a super healthy country, and by this I mean that there is nature and nurture. So Finland has very many lakes, very many forests, parks, so literally being in the city center of Helsinki, you can walk to the nearest park in 5-10 minutes and be very close to nature. You can also drink fresh water from your tap at home. You can swim, you can go to sauna, you can enjoy there are literally very many getaways that you can reach within half an hour if you're living in Helsinki. So you can go to zoo, you can go to park, you can go to forest, you can go to archipelagos and etc. So it's a really great place if you enjoy nature and want to be healthy. So there are very many activities, sport activities associated with that. For instance, tennis courts that are all over the city. You can just go ahead, you can book it, you can rent all the equipment necessary and just play tennis in 10 minutes away from your house. You can go to sauna if you enjoy that. You can swim. There are very many both indoor and outdoor swimming pools that you can enjoy. You can just simply walk around the city. You can bike. There are bikes that you can rent. There are scooters, and obviously just many sports centers where you can do any kind of sport you want. Another thing that I honestly really enjoy is people, because Finnish people are extremely honest, and it's super funny. You can be in a restaurant, you can leave your stuff on the table, you can leave to a bathroom and nothing will ever happen to it. You can leave your laptop on the table, you can leave your mobile phone, anything, money, wallet, and there were many situations where I would forget my wallet lying somewhere on the table or on the couch, and then I can come back to that place, let's say 5 hours later, and the waiter will probably have it. So I have never ever lost anything in this city, which is super great. I know stories where my friend would forget some stuff in the tray, and then you can call the special services and then they will probably have your stuff located, like moved to some other place, warehouse, where you can come and pick it up. So it's really safe. And you can trust people here. If people say something, they will do it and they mean it, and they will do it for you. They promised it. So it's super great, and it gives you some sort of an inner source of reliability. I know if someone promised to call me, they will call me. I know if someone promised to come by, they will come by. You can trust, you can rely on these people, and it's super great. Another great point, maybe for people who do not speak Finnish, is that everyone, literally everyone in Finland speaks English. It's actually quite funny. You're learning Finnish and you want to practice it a little. You would go somewhere in a coffee shop and you start speaking your rusty Finnish with obvious accent. People will most likely switch to English with you because they understand you're struggling a lot. Nowadays, when I don't speak Finnish, and I don't speak Finnish that much, I wouldn't, if I need to talk to someone who I don't know, I would come and talk in English, and I don't even have to ask whether these people speak English or not, because it's so obvious they do. So you just go ahead and do it. In Helsinki, there are very many employees who are not speaking Finnish at all. You can come to a coffee shop, and if you're Finnish, the waiter is from abroad and he or she speaks English, you would just switch to English. That is absolutely normal. So it's easy way also for immigrants to get some job here. So let's move to some practicalities. If you live in Finland and you have some valid residence permit, for instance, or a double citizenship or whatever, you have a great support from the government if you need it. So if you are unemployed, for instance, and you're looking for a job, you can get free Finnish courses from the government. You will also get paid for doing these courses while you're looking for a job. Basically, you can rely on the government here. It's very unlikely that you stay at your apartment with no food and starve to death. So here in Finland, government does take care of you, and hence we have a very high taxes, but at least we know where our money is going. Cool thing that I have personally is basically free medical care. I'm a full-time employee and all companies here are required to provide medical insurances to their employees. Hence, and this medical insurance actually are from private clinics, which is quite cool. So if you're fully employed, you have a medical insurance, it means you can get to their private clinic, you can talk to specialists, you can talk to doctors, you can talk to therapists. There are very many things included, like MRI. For instance, you can get an MRI if it's needed for free. I also pay monthly something around 30 euros on top of that medical insurance, and it means that I get all of my medicine for free. So whatever it is, the insurance company will pay for it, which is super great. You don't have to worry about your health here at all. And another cool point that is also personally applicable to me is free education. When I moved to Finland, it was 2016, and it was last year for non-EU citizens to get a free education in Finland. So it meant basically that you can study in Finland for bachelor's, master's for free. Doesn't matter where you're from, just apply, get through the exams, and you're there, you're set, you are there for free, you don't have to pay anything. Unfortunately, from 2017, programs in English have their tuition fee for citizens from outside of EU. So if you're still living in EU country, you're a citizen or have a residence permit of EU country, you can apply to English programs here in Finland and study for free. That is not applicable to those from outside of EU. So when I moved, I was like, I got in the last ship basically. But cool thing is that if you graduate, you got a job and you just continue living in Finland, you're a resident here and you're working, let's say, you can still get English programs for free, even if you're still a citizen of a non-EU country. It means that, for instance, now I am a full-time employee, as I mentioned, but I also doing my master's degree in Jyväskylän University for 3 in English, which is absolutely great. I love it. I know that there are some people who think that Finland is boring, and I can maybe understand what they mean, but in order to feel Finland and to really engage into it and to appreciate it fully, you need to come here, you need to live here for some time. And Finland is super great, and I think it's one of the greatest countries in the world. Thank you for watching me.